It's a common sense recap of the big stories. It's Katz and Cosby on 77 WABC.
And joining us now here on Katz and Cosby is the new commissioner of the New York City Fire Department, who has an incredible background, Robert Tucker. Robert, it's so great to have you here. First of all, a huge congrats. And what are the big priorities there? Because obviously, New York City, there is so much on your plate.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm delighted to speak with both of you. I am so excited to be the new fire commissioner of New York City. This is a lifetime dream come true, and I've wanted this job since I was a little boy, chasing fire engines up and down Lexington Avenue on my bicycle. Look, these are in terms of priorities, these are the best firefighters, EMTs, paramedics, fire marshals, inspectors in the world. And this is the greatest fire department in the world. But my top priority is keeping the members and the residents of this city safe. And the FDNY is out there every day doing their job.
How complex is it for you? Because you think about how big is the department. And also, Robert, I'm also thinking 9/11 is not too far around the corner. And of course, so many of our great heroic firefighters were rushing towards danger that day and are still dealing with issues afterwards, too.
Yeah, the fire department is a 17,000 person strong organization with a nearly $3 billion budget. It's complex. There's no question about it. I've been in the public safety space my entire life, practically, both in the private sector, running a big security firm here in New York City, and I was an assistant district attorney at the beginning of my career, working for the legendary Dick Brown and in Queens. And so it's very complex. In terms of September 11th, this is the most solemn time in our department. On that day, we lost 343 amazing firefighters and members of our department. I am well aware of the meaning of that anniversary. I'm well aware that we've lost more than 343 amazing members of this department since then to 9/11 related cancer, and it never stops, and we will never forget the sacrifice of all of the members that are still suffering and did suffer, and their families.
Commissioner Tucker, what do you look at in the future, the biggest challenge in running a fire department of this size and of a big city like New York?
Look, New York is a wonderful place, but again, this is the greatest fire department in the world. We've got a big challenge with lithium-ion batteries. My predecessor pointed that out and did a good job identifying that as a big problem. Our chief fire marshal is very busy investigating fires that involve lithium-ion batteries. We've had 3 deaths this year, so deaths are down, but nevertheless, the number of fires are up. And I think that is a tremendous challenge for our fire department. We're learning every day about how to fight those fires. But again, great chiefs, great firefighters. They know what they're doing out there. And I have every confidence that problem will become something that we're more familiar with in the future.
The other big problem was with the electric vehicles, the weight of the batteries on some of the garages. And they were investigating the garages if they could take that much weight. And if there's an increased number of electric cars, they were going to do their homework. Is that report ready yet?
But we don't have any a report about the weight and as it relates to the buildings. That sounds like a Department of Buildings issue. But we're certainly aware that micro-mobility devices and vehicles that are battery operated that contain lithium-ion batteries are the future, and we understand that, and we're going to have to deal with the safety risks that come along with that. Toward that end, we obviously encourage New Yorkers to follow manufacturer guidelines for their devices and not purchase illegal aftermarket batteries, and look for that UL certification sticker, which signifies the device has been nationally safety tested.
Well, we love and support you, and thrilled to have you here. And obviously, we are with all the men and women at the fire department there. All 17,000. Wow, wow, wow. The new commissioner, Robert Tucker, thank you so much. Great to have you here on Katz and Cosby. Thank you. Congrats.
Thank you for having me.